Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Nez Porter, down here on Atkinson Street. Just want to show you, this is the prison right here, Suffolk County House of Correction. See this? See how high that goes up? Goes up to about the 10th, 11th floor right there. How about they build a treatment center the same height as that over there? It meets all the zoning requirements to do so, but yet they only build a small building that will probably barely fit 100, maybe 150 people in there. Now, every day people are overdosing over here. If you can see in the background, Boston EMS is responding to an overdose down there. Matter of fact, that's the second overdose in less than an hour, right down there. So, and as you walk down here, there's nothing but needles all over the ground. And to this day, none of our public officials have even attempted to address this issue at all. So I want to show you. Here's my man. This is Bucket Boy News. I know you guys know Bucket Boy News 401. He's coming up over here. The Jahida right there. What's going on, my man? So what's up?
I just got attacked.
You got attacked?
Yeah, look at my phone.
Oh yeah. They don't want you recording over it. Just be careful.
But dude, you can look at the video. There was nobody in the video. It was on the ground. It was all pointed at the ground mostly.
Really?
Like 80% of it was on the ground.
Yeah. Wow.
As you guys can see, we got Suffolk Sheriff.
You hear them banging?
We got EMT throwing down it. Overdose issue.
There's the overdose down there. He got fire department. Oh, step out here so you guys can see what he's saying.
Bad batch going around Friday night.
Bad batch. Hear that? Bad batch. Somebody's sending out bad batches.
Friday night, so you call it a bad batch night. So I guess a bad batch night is when they start bringing the bad
We got
batch.
Bucket Boy News right here. Give him some. But let me show you what's going on down here. So they got fire department, you got EMS, you got paramedics down there tending to a person that's overdosed. I believe they knocked in them once.
My buddy has an extra wire. Oh, you got an extra USB-C wire?
A USB-C.
Because when they threw my phone to the ground, they ripped my wire out of my phone and everything.
Oh shit. I think I do got a USB-C right here. Hold on.
I just need to use it for the time being, my brother.
Hold on, let me check. See that cord right there? I think this is USB-C. That USB-C right there?
I appreciate it, my man.
See, that gotta help a Bucket Boy when I can. I gotta charge that later on anyway, but you can use it for the time being.
Don't let me forget it.
So, yeah, these guys, they don't like recording. So every time I walk through there, they don't like people recording them. So I try not to record them if I can help it.
So do I, and then they still assault you.
Yeah, they just... So that's what goes on here. You got people overdosing on a regular basis, and that's probably the second overdose within an hour in this general area. And like I said, up until this day, our public officials have not addressed any of these issues. We tried to talk to Charlie Baker. He doesn't care. We tried to talk to Kim Janey, and before Kim Janey, Marty Walsh. All we do is get lip service. So I don't know if you guys can see down there. All the way down the end, they got 2 ambulances down there, and I believe AMT. So this goes on a regular basis. This is what happens.
This is all I know is not going to change. What's the difference between this building and that? You think you could fit all those people in this building? So look at the landscape. For you to change the issue, you got to go bigger than this.
They would have to tear this whole thing and renovate all this.
Why not? They get a jail right here. They can go the same height.
They could build the jail the same height as the jail. Build that building the same height. The Boston EMS, one of them playing up out of it.
And they can put something together for them. Like consist of a treatment center right here. Pretty much looks like Roxbury. Same layout. And it doesn't cost much. That's what they should have been building here instead of moving the chapel.
Shattuck's on the other side of Franklin Park, yeah. But you know what? Better yet, they have that vacant Jewish Memorial Hospital that's been vacant for years, right on Townsend Street.
Yeah, they sold that. Developers got it.
They sold it, and they're gonna make condos out of it.
I told you, listen, I don't know why you doing that.
All right, we're gonna take a walk through here and. That's the one that's the dude that hit you?
Yep, tried to at least.
Oh shit.
Didn't succeed. Sucks at aim.
I'm gonna get a. I'm gonna have to do more than.
You guys can see that I'm walking through with a crew. Let's see what they
Yeah,
do.
can you assist the caller? She's in a red Subaru in front of the Silver Slip at 2387 Wash. She's got her 19-year-old son in the car. He's having some kind of an episode, trying to attack.
I'm gonna stand right here in the middle, guys.
You see in the middle?
I still got her back, so let me know if somebody's coming to her right.
Gotcha.
Should be a red Forester.
EMS attached as well?
They all have met interstate.
Thank you, yeah, no, it says he's schizophrenic.
This is what Mass Ave area looks like, guys. The cops don't even do nothing about it.
They don't care.
I ain't moving out of here. I'll move into his way.
631, disregard that. 631. Yeah, 2 females are not passed out over the third.
I don't see them giving me a hard time now.
Huh? So he's doing the YouTube. Yeah. So he's gonna share this for live.
You guys can see this the leash. Nothing on mine. It's right outside. No, bro, nothing. No, don't put this hurt on us. Because somebody asked me to say, no, this way. I don't know. This is what I was doing the whole time. So, look. Drink that the whole time. I got trouble.
I told you.
This guy got a ladder. I don't know what he's gonna do with that ladder.
Are you taping? Why are you taping shit? Why are you
Doing a
taping
documentary.
shit? Well, maybe we don't want to be in a documentary.
You're not on there. There's none of you guys that are on there.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying, baby?
I wonder what they do when the Google car goes by.
No, I'm with y'all. I'm with y'all. Struggling as they are.
Yeah, 14-4, back on the 19.
Because of all these exposure, it's sad. It really is sad. Like the scared of the kids and scared of the young kids. So all the time they were boldly exposed. You guys here in front of the Ministerial Science Street, one of the things that is 30 minutes here. Thank you all for tuning in. Everybody's more awareness of this scene. One love, stay safe, stay blessed. Peace.
We don't want to get nasty.
And this is what they do every Friday. They pass out food for the less fortunate people. We'll take a walk over here. All right. We try to pass out food, sometimes clothing, drinks for the less fortunate people over in this area that our mayor and our governor and city officials have yet to address. So, Roxbury, South End Roxbury Community Partnership group, they come out here and do the best they can to help these people out. Unfortunately, what we do is not enough. We need more assistance. We need more help. We need people to get more involved. We've been asking our governor, our mayor, and public officials, but it seems like it falls on deaf ears. So we got to try to expose it. Expose all the wickedness that goes on in politics. You guys, if you don't believe it, you come out here and see for yourself. There's like needle caps, there's needles, there's feces, there's blood, there's urine. And people gotta walk through this on a regular basis. You know, you talk about 6 feet. You could barely get 2 feet amongst these people, never mind 6 feet. And the mask mandate's almost over, but half these people don't even have a mask to even wear. So, you guys do the math. Like I said, now around 7 o'clock or so, they're gonna probably force everybody from over there out of there and send them to the Mass Ave connector where they all hang out over there, right at the corner of Mass Ave and Melina Cass Boulevard. But sometimes you gotta expose this kind of stuff that's going on. It's going on a regular basis out here, and it's only getting worse. It's seriously getting worse. Like, every time you come out here, there's a new face. There's faces that I see today that I didn't see last week. So, that kind of lets you know what's really going on out here. I'm gonna take a walk over here and see what else we see. How you doing? Alright guys, just want to show you a little bit of footage of what goes on out here. You guys can check out Bucket Boy News channel. I'm pretty sure you guys know who he is. Bucket Boy News 401 out of Rhode Island. He's down here. So he's gonna have some footage up there as well. Alright guys, I'm gonna shut this off, and I might show you some footage later on when they run them down the other end of the road. Alright guys, last port. I'm gonna shut off on this one and catch you guys on. Let's see what we got here. Hold on before we shut this.
Good to see you.
To give you guys a kind of plan of the area, so you can kind of get an idea what's around us. This is for those of y'all who never been down here before. So you guys get to see like what we're geographically next to. Alright guys, I'm gonna shut this off and I'll report later on what else is going on. Just want to show you.
No disrespect, I'm sorry, man. Come here. Come here. I apologize for missing that.
This bucket boy right there. I know you know who he is.
Bravo, 617,
Say again? I record for documentation purposes, so people can know what's going on in the city. There's people that don't even live in the city that need to know what's going on here. And our mayor and our governor is not doing anything about it.
Yeah, I think sometimes when like recording people doing mutual aid and houseless people isn't always the most respectful thing to do, even if you are trying to do it as a broadcast. So I would possibly think of like a different way of recording it or capturing or letting people know that isn't through like a live stream of the video.
But I don't live stream. I'm not live streaming.
Okay.
I repost it later on.
Well, it's not much better.
Right, check with Nancy because she gave us.
I got a question for you. A lot of people say this, and I'm an advocate on that. When the Google car drives by here, does anybody stop them from doing anything?
That's entirely different though, because the Google car isn't sitting here capturing different individuals and actually in a way in which you could identify who they are. That's entirely different. And not only that, the Google car rolls up, once ever so often? Like 1 in a million chance.
Now what about
You're just sitting here with a phone recording all these people. That's entirely different.
I'm not recording those people. If
you're still. It's just, why do you have the phone out? Why are you recording people? Why are they
first of all, we'll take it to a first level. You have a constitutional protected right to record in public.
And that's okay. And I'm not like,
so before we even jump to all the other stuff, we're going to start with freedom.
No, you may have your constitutional right.
Protect your
but
rights.
Also, you should understand when you're doing this work, there's different ways in which you can actually record things that are happening and record people.
And I do. You know who I am?
I don't need to know who you are, but if you're actually about the work, then you should take that kind of critique.
If you check my videos out, if you check my videos out, if you check out my videos, you see how courteous I am.
Not you have that constitutional right. It's like, what are you here for? For your own personal gain? You're here for like actual people, because some of the people may not want to be recorded, may not want to be on camera.
Do you want to be recorded?
But I'm just saying.
No, I'm asking you. Do you want to be recorded?
I don't think you should be recording anything.
I'm asking you. Do you?
I don't think you should be recording anything.
So you think I don't have constitutional rights?
It doesn't matter if you have constitutional rights.
It doesn't matter?
Cool, you have a constitutional right, but like...
So wait a minute, you just said it doesn't matter if you have a constitutional right.
You may have the right, but it doesn't mean that you can't have somebody who's actually doing the work.
So wait a minute, so where do my rights end? Where do my rights end and somebody else's freedom begin?
You would like, fine, go
no, but
I
want to respectfully debate that with you.
No. No one is saying that your constitutional rights ending. It's a fact that when you're doing this type of work, you should have an understanding on there's different ways to go about it. And sitting around with a camera filming all these people all the time isn't the best way to go about that work.
Now, do I do that all the time?
I don't know. You're doing it right now, and that's why I'm talking.
So you're saying all the time, like
I'm talking to you right now about this moment in time. You want to talk nuances.
Right.
You want to pick out little things.
What did I record right now? Do you know what I recorded?
Hopefully nothing. That's what I'm really hoping.
So what I did, I did a quick pan.
Okay.
I zoomed in on the.
Love it.
So you're not even listening to what I'm saying.
No.
So you don't even want to hear what I gotta say.
I just don't really care that much what you're saying. It's just.
So you don't even care.
Asking. No.
So you just want to start the conversation and you want to lecture me. Don't want to hear my side of the story.
No, because this doesn't. That whole time, like, there has to be two sides. There'll be this nice, respectful debate. Like, I understand what you're doing, but also there is enough documentation, numbers, all these things that capture what is happening down on Melanie.
You sure about that?
I don't think your live video feed on your personal profile to get whatever views, whatever things you need to ask people to share.
Ask him that. Tell him that. You know who that guy is over there, right?
What guy?
The guy right there.
I don't need to know.
So you don't know nobody out here.
It doesn't matter if I know anyone.
It does matter if you know people.
I'm also down here. We're down here.
It matters a lot if you know people. I'm down here probably more than you are, and I know people. There's people I grew up with down here. There's people that I went to school with down here.
That's cool.
So I grew up in the city, and I care about the city.
And I as well too.
So if I care about the city, I want the city to be better. So it does matter if I know these people, because those people touch you at heart.
But are
You know
we
what I mean?
still down here? Are we both down here? Are we still both contributing? Are we still both
Yeah.
helping?
But see,
So what's the difference between
what you're doing? You're saying it doesn't matter.
No, what I'm
Everything
saying
matters.
is your way of going about it may not be the most effective.
That's
way
an
of going about it.
opinion.
And
That's an opinion.
It's not an opinion, but it's also respect.
No, that's an opinion.
Like when people are doing
No.
mutual aid work,
Right.
you always hear about, it's not always good to sit there and just sit there with a camera in the face with all these individuals coming and getting this aid.
And I don't do that. If you know my style, I don't do
you
all
still
that.
have the camera out. It's still
Hey,
there. So that's
I have a constitutional protected right. And now I could be rude about it, but I'm being nice about it.
Dude,
Now
that's
I don't
great.
have to
I
even
think you have a
talk to you, but I'm trying to engage with a sensible conversation so that we can hopefully reach some kind of common ground.
the common ground would be you putting the camera out.
That's not a common ground. That's not a common ground. And this guy doesn't know. First of all, you gotta let me walk over here, because people are uneducated. When people are uneducated, they don't know a lot. Now he's talking about me recording this area right here. I said, first of all, I'm not zooming in on people's face. I'm recording the area.
And you cut people's faces out when
But I don't try to zoom in and focus on people. This is his first time ever coming down here, right? And he don't even know what I'm about. I said, first of all, we have a constitutional protected right to record in public. But out of respect, if people don't want to be recorded, I won't record them.
Yeah.
So he doesn't even know what I'm all about. I said, do you want to know who I'm about? He said, it doesn't matter. I said, if it doesn't matter, then why do we have this conversation? Because I said, where do my freedom stop and other people's freedom begin? I don't know who he is. He just came. This is the first time he came down. He's helping out doing something. But he felt he had to put his 2 cents in for no reason at all. But I asked him, did he know who Bucket Boy News is? He said, it doesn't matter. I said, it does matter, because he's one of the biggest YouTubers in this area. And if you don't know who Bucket Boy News is, then you're actually talking to nobody. You know what I mean? And I said, when the Google car comes by here, do you stop the Google car from recording? He goes, well, the Google car doesn't stay in one spot. I said, well, what about people's dash cams? They record. There's cameras all around here. So what, do you stop them from doing that too? So.
I know maybe your constitutional right, but also we need to remember that laws aren't always the most morally dignified compass that we have in this nation. So yes, it may be your constitutional right, but it doesn't mean it's morally correct.
What's morally correct? He wants a lecture. He don't want to have a dialogue. Like that's like the people on Zoom. They want to give a speech and run away. But people like that, they're uneducated. You can't educate someone who doesn't want to be educated. Now, I learned that a long time ago. There are people who are older than me that don't know stuff, and you can't educate them. And I'm not trying to educate people either. It's too late to try to educate people. They don't learn. They don't learn. But back to what I was saying, like these people down here need help. They need services. They need aid. Unfortunately, our governor, our mayor, and all the people in office have not done anything about it. Now, for someone who, I don't know who the heck this guy is. It's the guy over there in the orange. I don't know if you guys can see him. That guy right there. He feels that he thinks I'm exploiting him or something. I don't know what he's thinking. But the problem is he don't speak for everybody. He's speaking for himself. And people like that, I like to give them their platform. I like to see what they got to say. But if it doesn't make any sense, it doesn't make any sense. And to me, he's not making any sense. Not even the smallest bit of sense. Like right now, if Fox 25 came down here and started recording, I guarantee you he won't say nothing. I guarantee you, if CBS News came down, he wouldn't say nothing. But he picks on somebody that he feels he can, I don't know. He's not going to win this one with me. But that's why I said, where do your rights stop and then someone else's freedom begin? Well, if these people don't want to be on film, then they're in public. They're in public. And I don't purposely zoom in on their faces. I don't purposely get in their face. And the ones that don't want to be recorded don't get recorded. And I try to be respectful of that. And that's why I try to explain to him who I am, what I do. He said it doesn't matter. If it doesn't matter, then I'm basically talking to somebody that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't even want to make any sense. But first of all, even if I'm holding this thing up like this, it doesn't mean I'm recording. All you see me, you have to see what I'm doing to know that I'm recording. But I am recording, so what's the difference? But let me shut this off because I'm gonna go over here and talk to people and get into the crowd, and I always come out here and do a small video anyway, so I'm not gonna let that guy infringe on what I do. If he doesn't like it, I've been coming out here a lot longer than he has. He can always go somewhere else. You know, that's plain and simple. He's not even from this community, but he's here. So, you know, if he cares so much, then knock on Kim Janey's door, knock on Charlie Baker's door, and see what happens there. All right, guys, I'm gonna shut this off and get back to you guys later on.